Sup, brochachos? Oh, let me. Van here at Quest for Four. Going to be reviewing Blursula today. It is an amethyst sapphire mid-range control deck. Um, Starting off, the ink curve is great. Plenty of lower to mid-cost cards with handful of big beefy high-cost cards to win. Used to win. And the inkable to uninkable ratio is pretty good. I mean, it could be lower, but 1/4 is like the max I like to go. Um, Four Rafikis and four Chernobog's followers is really good. The four Rafikis will take out pretty much anything early game your opponents put out. And Chernobog's followers, card draw is never a bad thing. The only card I could argue would be a better addition would be Pascal, especially because of the evasive synergy with this deck. I'd probably take out Chernobog's followers. Yes, it's card draw, but there's a lot of card draw in this deck. Madam Snake and Fox are really good because there is synergy with 9 out of all the characters in the deck that have entered the battlefield effects. And Madam Fox rush 4/3 that can take out turn 3 that's going to take out anything your opponents have out. Cruella Deville, fashionable cruiser. She's not bad, but she's not good. I mean, a 3/2 for 2 is okay. It's not bad. During your turn, this character is evasive. Not bad, but it's like great value evasive. It just there are better cards. Ursula Mad Sea Witch is really good because I mean it's a challenger too. It's a one has 3 toughness for 2, which is kind of beefy. But then you can also shift Big Ursula onto her, and Big Ursula wins games. Merlin Crab, you just you just give any character of yours a big club. If you give an evasive character +3, it will take out almost any evasive character your opponent has, especially if they already have a couple strength of their own. Speaking of evasive, Peter Pan, rush evasive, and he gives your characters with evasive rush. There are enough evasive characters in this deck where that becomes good. And he's a 2/3. He's uninkable, but if he was inkable, he'd be legendary. Mickey Mouse Detective, the ramp he allows with being able to be bounced from Madam M Snake or Madam M Fox is fantastic. Uh, Dolores Madrigal, Easy Listener. Eh. She's a 4 drop, a 3/3. So in terms of ink cost stats, she's okay. I mean, there are cards with the same stats for less ink. And her card draw is very situational. You have to have a character on your opponent's board that's exerted, and you can draw a card. Granted, by turn 4, something on your opponent's board is most likely going to be exerted, be it singing, questing, or challenging, but it's not guaranteed. You could play it after Elsa to exert chosen two of the characters, but it could be replaced with something else. Um, Merlin Rabbit should be 4 of. Staple of Amethyst. Guaranteed 2 card draw. And in between those 2 card draws, you can either quest or challenge. It's value. Isabella Madrigal, great card. First of all, evasive. 3/4. During your turn, if no other character is quested this turn, this character gets quest +3 lore, so she can quest for 4. And whenever this character quests, your other characters can't quest for the rest of this turn. So she's out by herself. Fantastic, great. Quest for 4. And if you have other characters out with a total of 3 lore, just quest with her, because it's the same amount of lore. If you have characters out that equal more than 3 lore, other than her, you quest with them first, and then her. Unless the situation calls where you want to have unexerted characters, etc. But she's still very strong, especially when you play Cogsworth. If you have a 3/4 with resist 1 and evasive with 4 lore, monster of a card. Cogsworth should be 4 of. Way too strong to not utilize as much as possible. Uh, Yzma is really good removal. It just banishes a chosen character. You can choose it on your rabbit to draw 3, or let's say your opponent has a really big character out, just banish it. Yeah, they get to draw 2, but you get rid of an immediate problem. And if let's say that 2 card draw gives them another really bomb of a character, bounce the Yzma, play it again. Same exact thing goes for Hades. Ursula, Sea Witch Queen, absolute bomb. 4/7 with 3 lore, which you can shift onto the small Ursula for 5. So you can play her turn 4 if you play a Mickey. Whenever this character quests, exert chosen character. Other characters can't exert to sing songs. That is a mondo of a game changer. It doesn't completely wreck song decks, but it hurts them so much. And song decks are very strong right now. It's almost as if they were like, you know what, songs are a little too strong. Let's make an anti-song card. This Robin Hood is the only card I'm pretty hard iffy on. 4/4 for 6, which is 2 lore. When you play this character, if an opponent has more cards in their hand than you draw a card, so that's already very situational, and it's less likely to happen because you have a lot of cards on your deck already. During your turn, this character is evasive, so evasive light. So everything he does is situational. There are 5 drops with similar stats and abilities that synergize with your deck. I'd take him out. I'll tell you what I'll replace him with in a minute. Of course, Hades, you give him 1 ink, but you get rid of a big problem. It's a great card. Plus, he's a 3/6. Elsa, Spirit of Winter, bomb. 3 lore, exert 2 characters. You just freeze them in time, and it's this. I've lost to this card. A close friend of mine played a deck like this against me, against my best deck, and demolished me with Elsa. The songs, 1 jump ahead, really good, because, I mean, you ramp 3 times, you're going to get an Elsa or Ursula out really quick. If you're Amethyst, you play 4 friends on the other side, no question. The Queen's Castles are really good. I mean, you don't need them, but they are still really good. Because it's 2 lore. It's persistently 2 lore a turn for 4 ink, and it's inkable, and it's card draw. Multiple card draw, and also importantly, if you have it out, your opponent's going to want to get rid of it. That's 1 or 2 turns of them not targeting your characters or questing. That 1 or 2 turns can mean the game. It gives you an opening to challenge or quest. So, in terms of like strength and synergy, this deck is 10 out of 10. Except for the Robin Hood. I would replace the Robin Hood with the big Cruella de Vil. She can shift onto the small Cruella de Vil that's already in the deck. And she has an ability that happens every turn. I can't remember. I will put it up on the screen right now. I can't remember what it is. But it's good. Other than that, and then Elsa, three of. I would take up the two Robin Hoods, one more Elsa, and then one more Cogsworth. And I think this deck would be not unstoppable, but really hard to play against. I give the ink curve a 3 out of 4. Yes, I mean the not the ink curve itself, but the ink overall ink curve plus inkable to uninkable is a 3 out of 4. Less uninkables would make it 4 out of 4. But still, that being said, very good. The synergy's 4 out of 4. Every single card in this deck does something with at least two of every single other card in this deck. And I mean, like Brennan Crab works with any card, you know. Uh, as for power level, I would have to actually go for 3 out of 4, because while it does have a lot of synergy and a lot of control, it doesn't have any like huge creatures. It doesn't have Tamatoa. It doesn't have Maui or Scar or Chernabog. Like those kinds of level of big, huge creatures. Um, and it doesn't have any board wipe. I understand those are products of the colors the deck is in, but it still matters. So yeah, this deck is very fun to play. It's very strong. Thanks for watching today's deck review. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I would very much appreciate it. And I will see y'all tomorrow.